everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Jared Goff's Rams going up against Wilson Seahawks.
All right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That'll bring up second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now Wilson on second down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Slot man moves right. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. In motion right, Baldwin. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. In motion is the tight end Graham. First down, this is Rawls. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Connor Barwin in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. On second down, Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On third down, Procise. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Here's Goff now on second down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
19 on the last play, 19 more here at another first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. For Todd Gurley, we've mentioned it several times, but he is back. Third 100-yard game in the last 4 weeks after what he did against Jacksonville.
116 yards and 23 carries. Now, he didn't get into the end zone, but the big thing is that he's possessing the football and really breaking down defenses, and I think it bears repeating. Signing Andrew Whitworth at left tackle helped solidify that offensive line, and he's showing those guys how to be pros, and Todd Gurley's really benefiting from his leadership.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 5. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They'll set up to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibility.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The throw on second down is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Now Goff on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Zerline's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Wide open receiver complete. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. A big play there, 75 yards, and the Rams are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he spins through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Charles, that'll give us an opportunity to survey the league-wide landscape. I always talk about, oh, well, there's maybe some parity reigning supreme. I think there really is. Gosh, you had the Giants with a shocking win, Falcons with a shocking loss. You just never know what's going to happen in this league.
How about the Chargers beating the Raiders? That's another one that's a little bit of a shocker. And then finally, the last undefeated team, Kansas City, losing at home to Pittsburgh, which made the 1972 Dolphins very, very happy people. And think of it this way. Starting their run, right, that 72 Dolphins team, when they had those championships, they beat Kansas City in a big-time playoff game, one of the most memorable games in NFL history in overtime. And then they beat Pittsburgh in an AFC championship game on their way to the undefeated season.
On third down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Connor Barwin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will get it at the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the ball. You got to just take a deep breath.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. The 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 74 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And fans, a quick reminder from the NFL, after nearly a decade of working together in the fight against breast cancer, this year the NFL and the American Cancer Society, they're broadening the scope of their efforts to tackle multiple types of cancer. And you can learn more about the expanded Crucial Catch initiative and access the Defender, a new digital tool that provides personalized tips on reducing your cancer risk at NFL.com/Crucial Catch.
And I applaud the NFL for broadening its scope here because cancer affects us all in many different ways, and now everyone will have the ones that they can focus on and be able to support.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. And the play clock's running down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take that. No escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Brockers in there to get him for a loss of 5. Wilson to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on third. Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Walsh now for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Steps away to his left. And some space here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Goff going to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They'll run it now out of the gun. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a stinker for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.